It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Vaught-Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Sooners will kick it away to start us off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Quarterback making adjustments. Jones wants to throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The Rebels moving quickly to the line.
Great job by the defense that time getting the sack, but no time to celebrate. You got to line up right now because
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And I'm really impressed with the start by this defense, like getting to the quarterback early and often. First drive, already have 2 sacks. That's a good sign for this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Under fire. They get to him as he throws. Picked off. Bringing it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
What a start by this defense. That is exactly what you need, man. They've been a little bit hit or miss. They've been a little bit up and down. But to start the game on a high note, get the good mojo going, great start for this defense.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. And now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Rush is on him. With the catch, it's Denson. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Quarterback showing you some resiliency here on this drive. He threw a pick on the opening drive of the game, but he was able to turn the page right away. You can't let that bad play affect you, and they're letting him throw it. They're being aggressive, and he's proving that he can still make good decisions here. He can find the open target and deliver strikes.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Now on first down from the 28. Making side adjustments here. Jones to throw. Hauls it in. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Rebels want to crank the tempo. They'll run it. It's Tompkins. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wants to go up top. Works the middle. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it first and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Whoops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Rebels will try to punch it in on first and goal. Ready, set. Looking to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, no question where this quarterback is going to be trying to go with the football in this game, right? He's looking for his big play wide out, and the defense knows it. They had him double covered that time.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Working that left side now. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss!
Well, this offense needed a touchdown. No doubt that was the guy the QB was going to be looking for on that play.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Football with the run. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Going to swing it on second down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Sooners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quickly to the tight end. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. Sometimes your tight end's a safety valve, and sometimes he's your go-to receiver.
And the offense knew right away it was the primary target. It was where he was going with the football, because you know you get a little bit of suck up from those linebackers with the play action, and you feed the big fella.
I love the quick decision that QB made there in that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the catch. And the defense drags him down.
The pass rush has got to do a better job with their own integrity. You cannot let this particular quarterback with his speed flush out to the right or to the left, because he's absolutely going to kill you. You've got to do a better job collapsing the pocket, forcing him to step up into the teeth of your rush.
Wants to keep it in the air. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Yeah, and this offense, man, you got to do a better job blocking. And I tell you what, that's kind of been a theme throughout the season. They haven't been high-powered. They haven't really figured out who they are yet, and they still got time. The season's not over yet, but this offense still in identity mode.
Unleashes one, and he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning, and he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Oklahoma! The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. He wants to change this route. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And eventually taken down. But what about that spin move? Gives him the first down yardage.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Fires to the middle. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Back to pass. Using the quick game. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And the Sooners want to pick up the tempo.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. The Sooners are flying down the field. They'll move the tight end. Wants to throw again. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
And after that strong play on first down, they're right on the cusp of a score. 2nd and goal. The Sneak scores it.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Notre Dame went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Irish always get everyone's best punch, but today they took that punch and delivered a knockout of their own. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
I mean, this game has to feel like a living nightmare for this quarterback. We're still in the first half, and this guy, with all the interceptions he's thrown, with all the inaccurate balls, nothing is going right. They have no semblance of a passing game because they simply cannot establish a rhythm under center.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Looking deep down the right side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. To the air on first down. Here comes the heat. He'll pull it down. Turning it on. He steps out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll try to finish it with a score from there.
And it's just a pick-your-poison thing for this defense. They decide to play man-to-man, really good coverage in the back end, taking away the pass, but then what happened? The quarterback sees it. Not only does he see it, everybody trailing their guys, so much space for him. He takes off and makes the huge run for this offense.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game, and nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Trying to punch it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Sooners!
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help the...
Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. He is stopped short. That's the man they wanted to have the ball, but it'll be 4th down.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
And the Rebels come to the line trying to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. So the turnover on downs, and you'll never see a drive start with a shorter goal to go. Scores on the sneak. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
It's just so nice to have a signal guard who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. And he's not going to take the time. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. And they're able to dive on that football and get it back. That would have been a disaster to cough it up immediately after a score.
Whew, that's breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball again.
Gives him some room to operate as he rumbles ahead for 6 out to the 15-yard line. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. The Rebels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They go to the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
So the offense comes to the line, 4th and long to go, and I get that you don't want to punt, but he uncorks one deep. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
And I don't know how to explain that one. 4th down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
Go straight ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead.
Oklahoma, 35. Ole Miss, 7.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. The give to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Rebels will kick it away to start the second half. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. They'll start the third quarter with the run. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Back to pass on second down. Gets it out quickly. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all offseason long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Nice pickup there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
They'll give it to him again. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Got his man all by himself. Touchdown Sooners! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Looking for room. It's Tompkins. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Brought down at the 27. It's a 5-yard pickup on the play.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
The Rebels with the 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. There he goes. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a 1st down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the 1st down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Now, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. To the ground with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up this 3rd down play. Jones wants to throw it. Finds his big tight end. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down.
Man, this defense just has so much speed. You saw it on that 3rd down play. The offense is trying to get a quick one, see if they can get a block and maybe spring a guy free, but the pursuit, wow, that was so good defensively.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Unloads to the wideout. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on 3rd down. Here's the pressure. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Sooners send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. He only needs a sliver of daylight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. He'll pull it on the read. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Jones to throw. And it's knocked away, incomplete on 3rd down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Here we go. On 4th down, looking for the completion. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
Running into the open space.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. And the Sooners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. He is denied, cannot get to the 1st down marker, and it's 4th down coming.
Man, interesting play call on 3rd and long. I think we're thinking pass and which matchup do they try to exploit, and they try to sneak a run in there, and the play's fine. I mean, they run the option very unsuccessfully, small gain, and now we got 4th down.